Okay, I'm just going to do like a real quick demonstration of what I do to get mine ready for resin. I'll pour one without cleaning it, and we'll see what it does. I have these experimental ones here. I'm putting my gloves on. These were all done with the same paint. Same consistency, everything. But I'm going to show you real quick. This was on a canvas, wasn't gessoed. It's got a little bit of metallic paint, but this, there's no pinholes, there's no crazing, there's no cracking, nothing. Came out fine. Okay, this is encaustic board. I got 4 of these. They were super expensive, and same exact paint, cracked, crazed, even shrunk away from the side. So it's not designed for this, and I will never buy it again because it was very expensive. Maybe for doing something else, but you know, sometimes when you think you want to try something. Again, very cracked, very crazed. Kind of looks kind of cool where this pulled away and the red underneath kind of goes through. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm going to do resin them. This is just a little piece of wood. These are, you get a big old pack of them, I don't know, all different sizes at like Hobby Lobby or something for like $9 with, I can't even tell you how many's in there, just many, many. And they're just little like press board or whatever. So, and this has a little bit of, just a teeny tiny bit of cracking, and very little, really I don't see pinholes, really, not really. Anyway, so we're going to do that too. So what I'm going to do first, I know I got my big hands in the way, is I'm just going to go ahead and throw some cornstarch on. Start with one, and I just rub it in, and I'm going to let it drip over on this other one. We'll do the little wood one with no cornstarch. We won't put any on it. I just kind of rub it around on there. Nothing ridiculous, spectacular. And then I'm going to rub it off. And I guess some people wash it, but I just use a really nice towel and get it off. So, or not a nice towel, but you know what I mean, a rough towel. And then this one is the one. I just make a big mess because that's what I do. I do have a trash can over here. And basically, I'm going to take my towel. I guess some people use a damp one. I haven't ever, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't, or that you shouldn't. I'm just saying, I don't ever. But I know some do, so I don't know why. I'm not going to do any cornstarch on this. I'm just going to pour it straight on there so it'll be dippy. Rub this one off. Same thing, just rub it off. Alright, that one's rubbed off. And I guess you could take a cotton ball with some alcohol on it and clean it up a little bit more. I just use this. I guess I could spray it with some alcohol. Somewhere I have a spray. Somewhere. I also have children and a dog, so things go. I'm going to go ahead and there's not, make sure that's what it is. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off with a little. These have cured a long time. I mean, I did these weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Alright, so maybe we'll go ahead. Might as well go ahead and do it. Not going to hurt me any to do it. It's right here. Because most people are going to be more thorough than I am, and they're going to use alcohol and clean their stuff up and all that good stuff. I am known for skipping steps constantly. Always. Whoops. All right. So now, all right, so those are ready to go. Let me get my cornstarch out of the way, and my rag just fell into the trash. All right, so I already have this measured out. This is my, I use Easy Cast. Show you what it looks like. Hold on. Let's see. I use Easy Cast, and I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but I get it off of Amazon, and it lasts forever. All right. So I just use this plastic cup because I'll just turn it upside down and it will. My sweet daughter brings me these cups from work, urine specimen cups. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to just put this in here. And we'll be able to tell right away on the first one if it starts to not do what it needs to do. And if we have that problem, I will go ahead and add a little silicone to it. But let's do it without the silicone first and see what we get. And I am sorry that the lighting is not better in here. I got a light bulb out. Alright, so, and my torch is sitting right over there. So let's see what we get. Alright, should be able to see these pretty good. Alright, it's just so dark. So dark. I wish I had a lamp, but I don't. I'm so sorry. I guess I could turn this on. I don't know if it's going to help any. Probably just put me more in shadow. Oh yes, it gave me, I don't know, let's also just stand this way. Alright, this is good and mixed, ready to go. And I'm going to go with this one first. And I'm going to pour it on here. A little bit on there. And I'm probably going to pick it up and stir it around. See if it'll just spread. And I'm hoping that the cornstarch did the trick and it sticks to everything. If it does not, we will indeed put resin in this. Put silicone in this resin and see what we got. Yeah, I know, I'm putting it on a board I'm not even going to use for anything yet. I don't know. Alright. And it already looks like it is not. Oh no. Well, nope. I see a spot that it's not sticking to at all. So much for the cornstarch. It's worked on other pieces. I wonder if it's the amount of, or the type of silicone as well, because I used, well no, now, let's see, I was trying to see how many dips or dents are in it. Actually, not that bad. Alright. Alright, I'm going to call it okay, truthfully. I say truthfully a lot. Alright, let me do that. And it looks alright. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the floor because I can't keep it in my hands. I'm going to go ahead and add a tad. Well, it's doing okay. It's not, I don't see a spot. Maybe a spot right there coming up. Maybe. We'll see as it develops. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is get my blaster and spray a little bit in here to make sure that I've got some silicone in here. And of course I have lost my blaster. Where is it at? Fabulous. I don't have my blaster? Oh, well, I don't have it. Where has it gone? That's just charming. So let's put my other silicone in here. I really wanted to use the blaster, but oh well. It's alright. I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. Just a tad. I mean a little. Alright. So what I actually did was went ahead and put some of the it's dimethicone actually. It's body, skin friendly, whatever. You know, personal lubricant. And I'm going to stir that in there really, 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 really good. And it kind of, to me, hazes it up again. So, all right, let's go ahead and pour some of this on here. All right. And I'm going to spread it around. And I'm going to let it drip on this one over here. This little one that we didn't do anything to. I'm going to spread it around just a little bit. You know, anytime you do this stuff, it's going to make you a liar. I've been doing the cornstarch before I put stuff on, and I've not had a problem. One time I did, and then I put in that silicone, and it was all good. But, you know, everything changes from time to time. Alright, so there's that one. And I almost don't want to pour them. I did one up here, but I'm going to. So let's pour on this one that does not have anything. I did not take the stuff off of it at all. I'm just going to spread it around. I'm not going to be overly generous with it either because I want to use it on the other. So, I mean, this one immediately, it's just not, I don't know if you can see, but it's not sticking. I probably am not even in frame, but it's not sticking. So, that's what happens with that one. So what we'll do is I will do an experiment and leave that sit, and we'll see if I can fix it after. So this one, I'm putting all this on here, y'all. I'm going to spread it around. There's a wet dog under my feet. I don't know why. Alright, so. Alright. Now, yes, I didn't tape the bottom off. And yes, I'm going to have to sand the bottom because you know how that works. But I was not thinking ahead. This one is really not sticking. Even with the resin, the silicone in it, it is not sticking. It is just coming off in sheets. I should have not used the, I'm afraid that it was because I used the alcohol. I mean, if you look close, it's solid. It's just solid dips and dings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these sit and see what happens. See, because this one's okay. And that one's fine. So the first two look okay. Actually, this one looks really good. And maybe as it sits, but it is very pitted. Very pitted. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just pour the rest of this because I'm not going to use it on anything else. And I'm just going to let it sit, run off the sides, and be done with it. And it maybe it'll pool in the middle. I don't know. But there's an experiment for you. And what I'll do is I will wait, I'll turn this video off, and I will, okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. They're still sticky, so I'm going to go ahead and put some gloves on. And I'll tell you what the result was. Okay, the one that we cleaned with, well, the one we cleaned with cornstarch and alcohol, but did not put any silicone in the stuff. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's no silicone, there's no resin here. This whole area here, it's hard to see because of the lighting, but it is not, I was trying to kind of hold it so you could kind of see where there's no, well, you can kind of tell because where there's no reflection, basically, is where there's no resin. And this one, and I only popped some of the bubbles. I forgot to come back and check on this one. This is the one that we put the resin, the silicone in the resin. Cleaned with cornstarch and some, and the only reason that there's little pitting things is because I waited to come and pop the bubbles. So I'm going to have to put another coat on just to cover the bubbles in. But other than that, it's stuck everywhere. So really the only place where there's a problem, if you can see it, is where I did not pop the bubbles within the first, short little while. Okay, this is the one that we did. This had silicone in it, but we didn't, the resin had silicone in it, but we did not cornstarch or try to clean any of it off. So there's a big spot, if you can see, where there is none. I think if you kind of look in the light, it's going to be shining out. So right here, there's no resin. And then lastly, this one here that I've got stuck here, okay, had resin in it, and we cleaned it with cornstarch, and for the most part it did really well. The only place I see that where it's skinny is over here, and I think it's because my it's over here is a little bit thin, but I think it's because my table's not level. So I think it kind of ran that way. I tried to build it up a little bit, but for the most part, it's covered. And like I say, I think the only reason that it's not covered there is because it was not level. So the bottom line is cornstarch is okay in conjunction with the putting silicone in the resin. But I did these earlier. These were both done. They obviously have marks in them, but these were done with cornstarch, and then one has a gloss medium on it, and the other has a Mod Podge product, and I didn't have to put silicone in those. So for using the, I'll show you exactly what I used. For the acrylic, if I can get it down low enough, the gloss medium, the cornstarch, and was perfect. It was also perfect, ignore my dogs, as normal, they're killing each other, for the Mod Podge, and it's a super shiny, bright, oh here it is. For this Mod Podge, which really is nice, you do kind of have to thin it down a little bit. It says it's a 1-coat gloss finish, but I've noticed it's a little thick. So you do have to thin it down a little bit, and it will leave brush strokes the first time, or if you don't thin it down. But it dries to a really nice consistency and not sticky. So these two that were varnished, like not really varnished, but gloss medium and the Mod Podge, it stuck just fine. I believe that the problem is just going to be with the resin and the silicone, because so far I have not experienced that with using other types of sealant. And there you have it. And I'll put some pictures, try to get some good pictures, and I'm going to have this up in just a few minutes. Thanks. Bye.